all those times that you've set yourself a New Year's resolution and it's come around yet again that you're not doing the exercise that you want to do, you're not making those changes in life that you want to do, this has to be one of those times where you actually decide to make the plan, have no regrets, and go for it. And the biggest thing with that is have a plan. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have a time that you think you're going to do the exercise, that you're at least putting yourself out there to do, then of course the resolution will never come forward. So we've got to have a plan. That's the first thing. And the most important thing is a time of day that you're going to put aside and make sure this is my time to exercise. If you don't have it in your schedule, it won't happen. Why would it happen? Everything else we have to look at and almost justify in our life for our valuable time. We give our time away so easily to all our distractions, and yet we don't hold it precious for the things we want to do. So the biggest thing first is have a plan for when you're actually going to do the exercise. Nothing will change if I don't even have that. The second thing is when you then go to do the thing, your brain is looking for comfort. Your brain is looking for things to remain easy. So you're putting yourself out there, it will naturally feel uncomfortable. So the second thing is don't listen to that internal dialogue of this is going to be too hard, this is not the right time, this is all the excuses that your brain comes up with. It's simply looking for the comfort of the routine that you've been in. It's simply looking for the comfort of not having to do it. So the biggest second thing is don't listen to the internal dialogue. And so the third part of that is it will definitely feel uncomfortable when you start. The first 10-15 minutes will feel like a bit of a trudge, a bit of a slog, but then things will settle down. You'll get into the moment, you'll stay hooked into the moment, you'll stay anchored into the moment, and the thing that you want to do is worthwhile. So understanding, making sure that I'm doing this for a reason. I get through that uncomfortable stage, I stick with it, and then I get out the other side and I just get into the routine of what I'm doing now. So often if we hold ourselves accountable to the first 15 minutes, then it might necessarily be enjoyable, but it's something that you're working towards, that you're feeling worthwhile about. So your superpower then becomes having no regrets. So I don't want to get to the next day, to tomorrow, and putting it off to tomorrow. I don't have regrets for today. Making sure that you put that time aside, make the change, get into your clothes, get the exercise done, then I don't have regrets. Isn't it much better for your soul to have no regrets at the end of the day than, once again, I'll start tomorrow? Start today. Start simply with what you can do with what you've got. And that's one of the most important things for self-empowerment, is having no regrets at the end of the day. And this will build your confidence, your self-confidence, your generosity towards yourself. And then of course, outcomes follow. I can't begin to have outcomes if I don't start the journey. I don't begin to have that self-confidence if I don't start the journey. So then the fourth thing will be, I'll only enjoy it probably afterwards. Once you get fitter and stronger and you have more fun with it, yeah, sure, I'll have a little bit of fun during it, but often I'll have more excitement, more self-satisfaction from having completed it and ticking that off than I will in actually doing it. So then the fifth most important thing is don't make a rule. We always want to go up against rules. We always don't want you being told what to do, even when it is being a rule to ourselves. So try not to make it a rule that you're going to exercise. Try and make it a challenge. And don't make it a challenge of, I want to run 5Ks by the end of blah, blah, blah. The challenge is, I want to make sure I get my workout in today. So don't make it a far off goal. Make it a immediacy goal. If you challenge yourself, you're more likely to do. Whereas if you make it a rule, often, even with all the best intentions in the world, we often don't like being told what to do, even when it's our own self. So then when it's a challenge, I can then put my intentions towards that challenge. And when we put our intentions towards it, then we are more likely to do. So remembering, don't make things a rule, make things a challenge. You're more likely to embrace the challenge and do the immediacy of the challenge rather than I can break this rule just for today. And then a week rolls around and then 3 months roll around and I've broken every single rule I have. So let me know if some of those things resonate with you. Let me know if some of those things work for you. But the first big thing to remember is have a plan. Have a plan. It all starts from there. Doesn't matter how small that plan is. It's a plan and hopefully that'll work for you. Change into the life that you want to have. Take care. See you on the next video.